Imagine waking up on a quiet Monday morning in August. The sun is out, the air is calm, and you think today might just be normal. Then bang, the British government suddenly announces they're pumping another £100 million into a plan to dismantle human smuggling gangs. Yes, you heard that right, £100 million more to stop small boats crossing the English Channel. But hold on, is this really a plan to fix the crisis, or a political smokescreen hiding deeper failures? That question lit up the airwaves this morning on GB News, where legendary presenter Eamonn Holmes did not hold back in the August 4th episode. Eamonn exploded with frustration, asking, "Why are we wasting £100 million on something with no chance of working?" Source Daily Express covering GB News episode with Eamonn Holmes on August 4th. Joining Eamonn was former conservative advisor Oscar Reddrop, who delivered a brutal reality check. He said this is the number one issue for voters, and if Labour solves it, they could win the next election. But after just 1 year in power, it already feels like they've given up. And listen to this. He said this Monday morning announcement politically is a sign of surrender. Source, GB News Live, episode August 4th, featuring Oscar Reddrop. Now pause for a second and ask yourself, do you think this new £100 million funding will actually stop the small boats? Do you think this is action or distraction? Tell us now, in the comments, because your voice shapes the conversation. Labour Home Secretary Yvette Cooper defended the move, saying it sets the foundation for a newer, stronger law enforcement approach. The money will go into a one-in, one-out return scheme with France and also fund 300 new National Crime Agency officers in intelligence technology. But the real-world numbers are louder than any press release. Over 25,000 migrants have already crossed the channel this year alone. That's a 50% increase compared to 2024. Source, official UK Home Office immigration statistics published June 2025 at Gov.uk. Back to the GB News studio. Eamonn Holmes added more fire, asking, what if the government doesn't even realize it has already given up? What if it doesn't know that France has zero incentive to enforce this plan, and the whole thing is doomed from the start? Oscar Reddrop replied with chilling honesty. He said this has no chance of working. The gangs will see this announcement and laugh because it's not a threat to them. Again, source GB News Live discussion on August 4th. And while this was happening, viewers flooded X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. One user wrote, Keir Starmer knows it, we all know it. This is basically a £100 million smoke and mirrors trick. Another added, gangs are only defeated when they have nothing left to sell right now. They are selling the promise of UK residency housing and benefits, all funded by British taxpayers. A third voice chimed in, 100 million to smash gangs, but still no real support for asylum seekers and no serious action on the root causes like war and poverty. So here's the satirical question of the day. If we gave the government £200 million, would they stop migration from Mars? Or maybe we just hand out plane tickets and save time. Now we want your honest thoughts. Should the UK be spending this money on this scheme? Do you believe Keir Starmer has a real plan or just a political stage show? Drop your comments below, like the video if you think this story matters, and subscribe to England Nessun, because the truth won't report itself. And now the hard-hitting hook. Over 25,000 migrants have already arrived this year. The government responds with a quiet announcement on a quiet Monday and a £100 million check for a plan that even its own media allies say has no future. The question is not when will the plan work. The real question is, when will the people stop accepting failure as leadership? Sources, Daily Express report on GB News episode August 4th. GB News Live segment featuring Eamonn Holmes and Oscar Reddrop, official UK Home Office immigration figures, published June 2025.